हार्दिक स्वागत करती हूँ, अभिनंदन करती हूँ। आज के इस सेशन की हमारी जो मॉडरेटर है वो डॉक्टर स्वीटी जैन, असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर इकोनॉमिक्स डिपार्टमेंट से है। और मैं अब स्वीटी जैन मैम से भी रिक्वेस्ट करती हूँ कि वो आए और इस सत्र की कार्यवाही को संपन्न करे। डॉक्टर स्वीटी जैन मैम।
Thank you so much, ma'am. Hello. A very good morning to all of you. मैम हमारी मैनेजमेंट कमेटी से हैं हमारे साथ सर?
नहीं मैम, नहीं।
ओके मैम। A very good morning to all of you. मैं डॉक्टर स्वीटी जैन IQAC समिति की ओर से आज 6 डे के इस मॉर्निंग सेशन में हमारी मुख्य अतिथि ऑनरेबल प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर हेमला अग्रवाल मैम, फॉर्मर प्रिंसिपल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज फॉर वुमेन ग्राउंड जम्मू, एंड हमारी सम्माननीय प्राचार्य जी डॉक्टर सीमा जैन मैम और मेरी वरिष्ठ एवं सह प्रवक्तागण और सभी प्रतिभागियों का मैं हार्दिक अभिनंदन और स्वागत करती हूँ। Teaching is a very noble profession that shapes the character, caliber, and future of an individual. If the people remember us as a good teacher, that will be the biggest honor for us. So we should also desire to be a good teacher. हम देख ही रहे हैं, इसीलिए इसी उद्देश्य से हमारे प्राचार्य जी ने यह फैकल्टी डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम ऑर्गेनाइज कराया है, जिससे हम अपना सेल्फ असेसमेंट कर सकें, एक अच्छे टीचर बन सकें और अपनी कमियों को उजागर कर, उन्हें देखकर, उन्हें समझकर, उन्हें दूर करने का हर संभव प्रयास करें। ग्रेट टीचर्स आर मेड ऑफ नॉलेज, पैशन एंड कंपैशन। एक महान शिक्षक ज्ञान, जुनून और करुणा से ही निर्मित होता है। इसीलिए हमें अपनी गुणवत्ता में सुधार करने के लिए सदैव ही अपनी कमियों को दूर करने का प्रयास करना चाहिए। अब मैं अपनी महाविद्यालय की प्राचार्य जी, अपार गुणों से भरपूर, वात्सल्य हृदय और मृदुभाषी सम्मानीय डॉक्टर सीमा जैन मैम से रिक्वेस्ट करती हूँ कि मैम आज की इस सेशन का शुभारंभ करें। प्लीज डॉक्टर सीमा मैम।
Yes, a very warm good morning to all of you, and especially our chief guest for the session, Professor Himla Agrawal ji. And she is with us today, and she will talk about mentee concepts today, and other topics she will also touch upon if she likes to. And what I should say about her, that she is very energetic, she is very invigorating, very inspiring, and she has taken the lead wherever she has been working, and still she is busy with with her projects and all. And I really welcome you, ma'am, from the bottom of my heart. And I hope that your discourse or your discussion or your address will be very beneficial to our faculty members. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, Seema ji. Thank you very much for inviting me to talk to your professors over there. And it's really heartening to see, such young and mixed group,
Yeah.
So it's really nice. And when Seema ji is talking about me, Seema ji herself has been taking lead in each and everything, and I got in contact with her when she came for the Autonomous College inspection. And thereafter, she's with us as a governing body member. She's so energetic and she really enthusiasms you, to do the works, and gives you very, very nice ideas and, to implement in the development of the higher education. Thank you so much, Seema ji, for inviting me.
My pleasure.
Now, should I go on to the topic?
Yes.
Yes. Well, as the coordinator said, that the faculty is the one, who really has the main role to play. It is obviously because today the world is changing, and as you've seen in this pandemic, type of a situation where we have really gone online teaching, we were not used to. But was any one of you used to this online teaching? We used to be told, MOOC courses kar lijiye, you do certain online exercises, you do certain workshops and all. And we used to feel very, very, annoyed कि क्या करना है ये करके, because ultimately हमने तो class में चौकी लेकर के जाना है ना. We have to teach the students in the classroom situation. But now the world has changed, and we have to realize, that we have to take on to smart classes, IT systems. I don't know for how long, till this pandemic will last. And we really have to now have, in order to give quality education, we have to prepare ourselves and, gear up ourselves. And to get good stuff, for from the students, we really have to, work very, very hard. And teachers' role used to be, firstly, in the olden days when I used to study, when you people you must be studying, it used to be only that the teacher used to come in the class, give a lecture, and then talk to us. No doubt we used to have interaction, and I think we were more close to our teachers rather than today the students are there. Why? Because we are not giving a personal touch. We are not at all giving a personal touch to our students. We are not asking, because maybe the student number is quite a lot. Do you feel so? How many of you feel that the student number is quite a lot and we are having a gap between the students? Because I remember during our days, we used to discuss small problems also with our teachers, our personal problems also with our teachers. But today, nobody discusses. We are having so many problems, psychological problems with the students, and they want to talk also, but we are not giving a patient listening to the student. Now, what is this mentee and mentor relationship? As Madam said, that mentee and mentor relationship should be there. Now, Guru Shiksha Pratha thi pehle, and this is again, being repeated because we saw there is a wide void, wide gap between the student and the teacher. Now, how to fill up this gap? So that a small group of mentees is given to a mentor. To the teacher, a small group is given and the teacher is told to look after that particular group. Groom up that particular group, groom up their personality. You develop them so much that they become your images. They learn from you, they become your own images, and thereafter, they can take up the higher education in a better sphere, and they can become something. They can get placements. Why? Because they will be professionally developed. Not. Now, what do you think? In order to improve the quality of a teacher, of teaching quality, what should we do firstly? In the very first, in the very first instance, we should look at our curriculum. Now, you people will say the university makes the curriculum and we cannot, do anything about the curriculum. That is not there. Because the curriculum is made by the university, but how we, implement the curriculum, how we take it up with our students, that is basically our own innovation with the students, how we implement that particular curriculum. One thing will be there, okay, a topic is there, I want to finish off this topic and that is done. No, but in order to make certain commitments to the students in order to go in depth with the curriculum, we can use our own, notes which we have made. We can search for certain videos. We can take, the Swam Prabha programs, and we can record a little from there, and we can make the things so lucrative for the students so that the students' attention is totally there. And if we, there is another thing, which we can do is that we can, deliberate on the the topic of the curriculum. We can give the notes to the students. We can tell them to prepare themselves, and we transform our own class into a discussion one, into a participatory approach. Can we do that or not? Because there the students will also learn, and it will not be a burden on the students. They'll come prepared with the lesson, and we can just discuss. So instead of having a formal class, we can have an informal class. That will be very, very, easy for you people also, and easy for the students to listen to you, because they've already grasped something, and they want to clear out your doubts, clear out their doubts. So that will be more, sinking in the knowledge, rather than, just ratifying or, mugging it up. And, so why not we have, different small projects or quizzes given to the students at the end of the day, so that, they also get tuned to that, yes, there is a test immediately after the class is over, and we should be prepared with it. Give a quiz kind of a thing, or MCQs, so we can have, certain innovative practices coming into the teaching. The more innovative we are, the more students will be after you, and the more students will be, listening to you, and the more knowledge will be sinking into the students. Now, this is, this will also take you forward to the mentee and mentorship. And if you will, your mentees, if they are satisfied with you, you become a good mentor. It is not only that you expect, that the things will percolate down, it gives you an internal satisfaction. Does it or not? When you are, seeing that your students are growing, when you are seeing your students, they are, listening to you, when you see that the students are there, so your satisfaction is quite good. You feel more satisfied, and that is what you want, in a longer period of in a longer period. You want your own self-satisfaction. Yes, I have given this to my student. Now, just tell me, if you move into a class, or if you move outside, if certain of your students, they are there, in the market, you meet certain students, or you meet somebody in the party, or maybe you've gone to a bank or somewhere, where your students are there. Now, won't you like to see, your students getting up for you and saying, "Oh, ma'am, oh, sir, you are here. We are very much proud of you because you had taught us," and all? Will it give you satisfaction or not? So this happens only when you are committed to your students. And when you are committed to your students, you have a good mentee and mentor relationship. And this relationships, they keep on going forward. And when we are talking about, the quality, we have to see firstly ourselves that we are energized. We are energized, we are engaged, and we are totally prepared to give the goods to our students. Now we have seen, when we underwent the SNAC accreditation and when we went in for autonomy and all, we had to undergo certain various exercises, because teaching is not only the teaching part today. Teachers, they have got a vast duties to be done. Let it be, first is the curriculum, your teaching, and innovations in teaching. Secondly is your part in the co-curricular and curricular activities of the college. You have to arrange for the workshops, the seminars, and apart from all these, you have to arrange for the sports activities, the cultural activities, etc., etc. Apart from that, you have to be member of all the committees, the development committees, the examination committees, and everything. Plus, you have to do the research work also. Is it or not? So teaching is a challenging job these days. It is not the old type of a teaching where you used to go to the class, teach, and then come back and do nothing. So this has become a very, very challenging job. Now, when you are doing the mentee and mentorship, when we are talking about, we have got students, who are diversified students. Some are advanced learners and some are very, very slow learners. So we have to use different techniques, of teaching with the slow learners, and we have to use different techniques with the advanced learners. Now, can anybody tell me, what kind of a technique you can give? Any one of you, please. Yes, the coordinator.
जी मैम.
स्वीटी जी कोई बता सकता है कौन बोलेगा? कोई भी techniques for the advanced learners or for the slow learners which you are using?
कोई बोलना चाहता है अगर तो बोल सकता है, अपने माइक अनम्यूट करके.
ICT tools now.
Anji?
Ma'am, using ICT tools.
Using ICT tools for the advanced learners or for the slow learners?
For
That
school
is-
learners. School
For the
learners.
slow learners, yes, good. Then another thing, you should have remedial classes also for them. Using
Yeah.
ICT tools will only not do, but you have to put in, your time also with them. You have to give them extra time and you take their remedial classes. You have to, push them up. Okay? And advanced learners, they can be rewarded. They can be rewarded in various ways, and you can have you can give them the chance of participating in various national level debates, or your state level quizzes or courses, etc., so that they also get boosted up. And these slow learners, you can give them extra time. You can have extra tutorials fixed up for them, so that they also come up to the mark, and your outcomes will be very, very good. Now, have you prepared for your these learning outcomes? Hello, anyone? Have you prepared for your learning outcomes? Those are very must, because if your NAC will be there, yeah, Dr. Seema Mishra.
Yes. Ma'am, I manage my time and take and give extra time for slow learners and maintain register and put their name also in register. And when they want to ask something to me, they come with me from my free time.
That's good. Very nice.
Mhm.
That's
And
really nice.
yes, ma'am. And I saw, ma'am, uh, uh, they they learn something and they improve themselves.
They improve. That's
Yes,
really good.
yes, ma'am.
That's really good.
Yes,
Then,
ma'am.
when they improve, then you should reward them also, a little.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you have to, it is not rewarding, by giving something, but it is by word of
Yes,
mouth,
ma'am.
when
Yes,
you will talk to them and you'll say, yes, beta, you have done very well.
yes,
Keep
yes,
it up, and I am going to recommend your name for, um, good student and all that. Like that, you have to morally boost these
okay.
students.
Yes, ma'am.
And then, when if you go to criterion 2, of the teaching, learning, and evaluation in the NAC, have you all got the NAC done? Have you
Yes,
done the
ma'am.
first cycle or the second cycle or the third cycle of your colleges? Have you all
Yes,
undergone any NAC exercises?
yes, yes, ma'am. My college got B plus, ma'am, in third cycle.
Okay, good. So here, we lack in certain things. In NAC, the affiliated colleges, they lack in certain things. Firstly is the curriculum. They say that your curriculum is not designed, according to yourself, but the university is designing. So there we lose a little marks, but implementation can be there, and implementation can be different than what the university does. And here, you can get they can give you the marks on that. Then student-centric methods of teaching we have to use, and those are experiential methods, the participatory approach, and the problem-solving methodologies, can be used for enhanced learning. And there I'll tell you, what we did under the experiential learning, we made students take up certain small projects or small experiments in the science subjects. When small these experiments they were taken in small groups, and they gave very good results because it developed interest in the students. Like supposing, I'll take example of this chemistry. They did small you know projects on these experiments on the food adulteration, then water quality, how to assess the water quality at the undergraduate level, which we were not doing, which were not in the syllabus. These were apart from the syllabus. They were doing it just in order to gain more knowledge, more more interactive sessions with the teacher. The teacher was made the mentor, and he used to have 10 to 12 mentees, and there the project work or the experimentation was taken, and there the project reports were created, the experimental this reports were taken. It was not only one department, it was interdepartmental also projects they were taken. And they gave really good results. And this happened just when, the students, they take interest along with the teacher. Now, it depends on the teacher, how much of leadership he can or she can give, to the students in order to create their interest and, in order to get to the results of the experiment they are doing or the project they are doing. And thereafter, when they finalize the reports, then they finalize their, and they were so happy, yes, we have got the project in our hand. And this all happened, when we underwent the Star College. And Star College gave us the grants, the DBT gave us the grants under the Star College. And there, we got all these experiments. We used all these experiments. Now, your work also comes, apart from the teaching, it is the internal assessment evaluation. And the internal assessment evaluation which you are doing, are you showing them to the students? The evaluated sheets, are you showing them to the students or not? Can I know, please?
Yes, we are showing
Huh?
them. दिखाते हैं मैम उनको.
दिखाते हैं, good. And उसमें वो नहीं आता है आपको कोई, वो स्टूडेंट्स नहीं आ जाते, नहीं हमारी ठीक नहीं हुई है, हमारी ये ठीक करो.
नहीं मैम, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता. फेयर चेक होता है तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं आती.
अच्छा, good. That's really good. So that means your internal evaluation system is quite transparent, so that you can show it to the students. They get satisfied, Do you get their signatures also done on the sheet?
हाँ मैम, हम लोग भी करते हैं और उन लोगों से भी सीन करवाते हैं.
Scene करवा लेते हैं ना, that's really good, And thereafter, another thing is, are you people taking up the projects, the major projects from the UGC, or are you going in for, various these, because teachers, they have to be vibrant and they always, have to be, demanding something or the other. So they have to, ask for the various projects which they can carry out, the research work they can carry out, because research output should be very, very good amongst the teachers. This is what is required also in the NAC also. So in order to improve your quality, your institution's quality, you have to, take up all the projects from the UGC, from CSIR, or wherever, you can get the projects from. How many of you are under the projects? Maybe, I think most of you must be. Have you taken up any projects? Can I know, please?
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, my minor project got selected. I'm Mrs. Manisha Singhal from RGPG College, and it was gone through in 2015, but I could not get the grant right now. Means the UGC has not proceeded further for providing the grants. The letter was issued and everything was there, whatever they were demanding, and we have supplied everything, and was very transparent process, I was thinking, but did not get the money. And since I am pursuing my PhD on the same topic, so I did not worry more about that, because it was drawing a lot of concentration of mine, and so I did not want to channelize my energy over there in proceeding and doing all those processes. So I preferred to concentrate more on my experimental work, and that is almost completed. So after doing my PhD, I am planning to apply somewhere else other than the UGC. I think that would be the better option.
Mm-hmm. Another thing I would tell you, here the problem comes, when we are applying for the NAC, you have to give your institution's name also if you are writing any papers.
Right. Because my institution is a well-known institution, ma'am. I am from RGPG College, Meerut, and it's a wonderful institute. You will be knowing, I think, NAC accredited A+, and 3.6 is our grade. Dr. Seema Jain also belong there. Unke time mein hua tha, and we got a very good grade. So it's a reputed college. Whenever we mention the name, it's a good college. So I don't think on that part there is any issue. So I think somewhere the things are that way, means जो promote करना है research को, So I think the process is not that much easy, user friendly. Means if you are a teacher, you have to put your energy more. I want to put my energy more towards the teaching, more towards my students. And if I am pursuing the research, I want to do that in the left time. And for that left time, I do pay more of the hours in the college. I do remain over there for the last year. I was throughout in the college from morning 7 till 3:30, and I was doing a lot of lab work, and along with that, the examination duties, the teaching, whatsoever is required. But even then, there is a limit for the human being. Means if you diversified your energy in so many channels, and you are not getting the things happening in a smooth way, then somewhere you feel some pushback is there. Means you start diverting yourself from all those things to keep concentrating on the things which are coming from your inside. What do I feel as a teacher? Because when you are in a classroom, basically in the physical classroom, you get a lot of positive energy if you are honest on your part. Means you have the subject knowledge. Along with that, you have a desperateness to deliver whatever you have learned throughout your life in a more easier way. So rather than going beyond these all processes which are requiring a lot of negative energy they are putting in, I feel that do your lab work. If you get the funding, it is good. If you don't get, you try to do some work which can be done without the funding and you can do with your salaries. So I prefer that way. Recently,
That's good. That's good. You are good, energetic, very nice.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So I was feeling that it was a good decision. The priorities decided. Decided my priorities be according to this lifetime, whatever times are left over there, and how should I pursue.
Well, Manisha, you have really taken a toil in completing your project, and you are still working hard on it. And I really feel that UGC was not issuing grants to colleges or projects for the last 3 years. So,
yeah, ma'am.
so this is the issue because I know what UGC is doing these days. So you will have to wait for some time, and then
PhD completing was the main target. So I preferred rather than running behind all these funding, I should first focus on my first prime motto. Because along with that, I never wanted like to miss my classes. I am always checking my classes, and that too with the same zeal. And from the last 2 years, I'm also feeling that the girls are lacking in their fitness. So I'm also focusing on that. The punishment should be that way. If they are running around the ground, so that kind of punishment I used to give generally, and the students used to follow. That's the best part. The girl students, they want now more ki ma'am, please give more punishments. So that way I am feeling ki I am basically feeling ki we should plan to emphasize more on the positivity.
Okay. So this is a good.
So from where I can get, I do.
Yes, this is a good example of mentor-mentee relationship that she is pursuing. That is that apart from academics, she is paying attention to other aspects of the students also. So we go back to Professor Himla Agrawal again.
Very good, Manisha. It was really nice hearing from you. And apart from this, we should listen to our students' personal problems also. If you find any student who's depressed, or I think we have a feeling, and we can know that this student is not feeling all right. We should go to the student and talk to him or her, and get to know better about the problem so that you can help the student. And this used to happen with me, this used to happen with me whenever I used to be in the college. And even today, I get the phone calls from my students, not from my discipline or anything, but all the students of the college, they are free to talk to me and free to discuss the problems with me. And even today, when I have retired also, today also I meet the students, I talk to them, and I discuss with them, and there's no problem, because students are basically, the what do you say? You have to shape them. It is just
Right,
like
right.
you have to shape your own children. It is the students, I find, all the students are your own sons and daughters. And once, a TV channel asked me, how many kids you have, madam? I said around 6,000. 6,000? Yeah, all the college students are my kids only. So this is what happens, So try to own up our institution. This is one thing, a teacher lacks. Oh, हो जाएगा कॉलेज में तो क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? No. Try to own up your institution. If you really want to give to the institution, if you really want to be a good human being, if you really want to be a good teacher, try to own up that institution. Yes, the institution belongs to me and I don't want to hurt the institution. Now, the main tendency of our teachers is, to use the students for their own personal motives and small politics. Is it or not?
Right, ma'am. Very
All will agree with me. And here comes the problem. When you use the students, then students use you. Then
sorry, ma'am.
creating the problems.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So I think we should not use students as, for our own petty gains and personal politics, but we should use this. We should maintain the student-teacher relationship, in a distance. Okay. Do not be very, very close, but be close enough so that you can help the students. Somebody is asking me that they want to have certain question answer session. So we can have certain questions, whatever.
Hello.
Any questions?
Hello.
Anji?
मैम क्वेश्चन तो नहीं है, लेकिन मैं आप सबके साथ एक चीज शेयर करना चाहती थी, अगर आप इजाजत दें।
पहले अपना इंट्रोडक्शन दीजिए।
डॉक्टर सीमा मिश्रा फ्रॉम होली क्रॉस विमेंस कॉलेज अंबिकापुर, छत्तीसगढ़।
ओके।
हाँ मैम, बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है आप लोगों के साथ सब सीखते हुए और जानते हुए। और मैम ने जो आज बात कही कि बच्चों के साथ हमारा रिलेशनशिप ऐसा होना चाहिए कि वो प्रॉब्लम शेयर कर सके और हम उनकी समस्याओं के समाधान में उनकी मदद कर सके। तो हमारे यहाँ जो साइकोलॉजिकल डिपार्टमेंट है हमारे कॉलेज में, वो वहाँ पर भी मैम लोग काउंसलर वगैरह हैं, तो वहाँ जाते हैं बच्चे अपनी प्रॉब्लम लेकर के और उनको सोल्यूशन करने की कोशिश की जाती है उनके प्रॉब्लम की। और मैं लीगल एड इंचार्ज हूँ अपने कॉलेज में, लीगल एड क्लिनिक है हमारे कॉलेज में। तो बच्चों के लिए हम लोग जो भी उनकी प्रॉब्लम होती है उससे संबंधित प्रोग्राम कराते रहते हैं लीगल अथॉरिटी के साथ मिलके, और उनका केस भी रजिस्टर करवाती हूँ मैं बाकायदा। जो भी उनको प्रॉब्लम आती है, तो छोटी मोटी या जो भी प्रॉब्लम हुई वो आके बोलते हैं, तो और हम वहाँ तक उनको पहुँचाते हैं और उनकी समस्याओं का समाधान करने की कोशिश करते हैं। इवन बच्चे कॉलेज छोड़ के भी चले जाते हैं तो भी हमारे यहाँ बच्चे जुड़े रहते हैं टीचर से, और हम कोशिश करते हैं कि हम उनको सही राय दे सके उनकी प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने में। तो मैम की बात मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगी और बहुत अच्छा रहा सारा सेशन अभी तक।
Okay.
That's good. Very nice, Dr. Seema.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Anyone else? Anyone else?
Yes.
संतोष जी बोलना चाहेंगे?
नहीं मैम, मैं सोच रही थी कि मैं एक बार अनाउंस करूं कि अगर किसी की कोई क्वेरीज हो तो पूछ सकता है एक बार।
हाँ जी, जरूर।
स्वीटी मैम, एक बार आप चैट बॉक्स चेक कर लीजिए, अगर उसमें कोई क्वेरीज हो।
मैम करते हैं।
मैं पूछना चाहती हूँ एक बात।
हाँ जी।
हाँ मैम, मैं मनीषा सिंगल। मैम मैं ये जानना चाहती हूँ, आप तो पुराने टाइम के टीचर हैं, मतलब जैसा आपने, pandemic hai, so it is the need of the time that we should pursue these online classes and something like that. But
Right.
still, I'm in dilemma ki how the online classes can be better than the physical classroom teaching. Means I'm not feeling that kind of emotional touch in online as it was there in the physical classroom. Means the teaching is the all-rounder development of a student in the subject as well as beyond the subject also. So in the
Right.
online teaching, we do deliver the subject in a very dry mode. Matlab, whatever we do try, how many expressions we do try to input, even then it becomes like slightly it looks virtual because it is virtual. So I do want to know means what is your thought process, what is your idea, the real idea, whether it should be preferred over the physical classroom if the conditions and the situations to get over, because the pandemic is not going to be there throughout the life. We all do hope that way. So when it is not going to do, so why there is a need to pressurize so much so that the entire system to get changed, which was so lovely system. Means we were the teacher, means I am personally the teacher because I do love to be in a classroom and the number of students are sitting over there, they are in eye to eye contact, some kind of disturbances, physical disturbances are also there, some kind of discipline, some kind of indiscipline is also there, we can roam over there along with them. Means I do love that.
Well, right, Manisha, I could get you. See, the conditions will not be same. Now, I'll tell you, when I started teaching, it was only talk and talk method only to
Right,
teach.
ma'am.
And then we used to see, the teachers taking notes, age-old notes also, and going and teaching through age-old notes
Right.
only. And they will not change the notes year by years also, and they never used to update themselves. But
Yeah.
a teacher should be such that they update themselves, they keep themselves updated every now and then, because today is the global world, and Google Baba will tell you each and everything. And students, when they come to class, it is not very easy to tackle the students, because students already know so much. So you have
Right.
to be a step ahead of them. Now for that, the MOOCs are there, and so many other courses are there, online courses are there. The students, they are going through that. We have to be abreast with all the technologies. Today, a person who doesn't know the computers, or who doesn't know how to
Right.
text, how to mail and all, is not going to survive. It's not going to survive. Now, I tell you, when the NAC was to happen, and everyone used to say that the computer savvy people should be there and all that, till date in J&K, I would tell you, not more than 75% of the faculty who has been recruited now, they know about the computers, but the faculty who is age old, they do not know anything about computers.
Right, ma'am. Right.
They really do not know anything about computers, and I don't know how they are taking their online classes also. I really fail to understand, that maybe they are taking help of their own children and all, and taking the online classes. Now, these situations are not going to last for long.
Yeah, ma'am.
This
That's
is a
what
phase where here, the students, they needed you people, and that's why, online classes have to happen, so that the students, they do not get out of touch with their studies. They do not get out of touch with the mentors. You people are the mentors for them. So the teacher, guru ke bina to nahi na kuch bhi ho sakta, and the teaching cannot go away. Teacher has to be there, whether it is in the virtual mode or whether he is physically present in the class. You cannot do away with the teacher, because the way you people are there, yes, online you cannot see the emotions, but I can see emotions from all of your faces. I can feel that who's to.
Like, actually, we all are faculty now, so some kind of maturity is there. So that way I was saying, no doubt that the expressions we can maintain throughout the entire process.
So you can,
So-
you know, you can feel, I think, who's Manisha Sharma here? She's texting something, you know.
Manisha Sharma.
Manisha Sharma.
स्वीटी मैम आपने देखा है?
हाँ जी मैम,
मैम,
क्वेश्चन
एक
शो हो रहा है, एक क्वेश्चन शो हो रहा है
हाँ,
इसमें।
एक क्वेश्चन हो रहा है
कि-
मैम।
हाँ जी मैम, कि मैम हाउ डू वी मैनेज लार्ज नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स?
How do you manage large number of students? Yes, it is your inner self. आपको ये भी पता चल जाता है कि मेरे क्लास में बिल्कुल पीछे बैठा हुआ बच्चा आपको देख नहीं रहा है, क्योंकि आंखों से पता चल जाता है, उसके फेस एक्सप्रेशन से पता चल जाता है। उसके हाथ में मोबाइल है, वो मोबाइल को ही देख रहा है और वो आपको सुन नहीं रहा। I think it is, you know, your alertness will tell you, you know, that how, and if you are audible to everyone, if you are audible to everyone, if you give good goods to each and every student, you are able to manage a number of students.
right, very right.
मैम एक
I'll
problem
tell
है-
you, I'll just give you a small example. You know, there was a huge this protest in the college, and open choice चाहिए, open choice चाहिए, and we were told कि ये open choice का मसला खत्म करना है। मैंने कहा फिर कैसे करना है? I was dean students, and there, you know, और सब टीचर्स भाग जाते थे जब वो बच्चे एजिटेट करने लगते थे, सब टीचर्स भाग जाते थे। I used to stand there. I used तब मैं प्रिंसिपल वगैरह नहीं थी, I was just one of you, and वहां पे गेट पे हम खड़े हो गए। हमने कहा, कहते हमने जाना है गेट के बाहर। मैं, तुम गेट के बाहर नहीं जा सकते, तुम अंदर जो मर्जी करो, गेट के बाहर मैं नहीं जाने दूंगी आपको। नहीं मैडम हम जाएंगे। मैंने कहा बिल्कुल नहीं जाओगे। एक बार दाड़ा दिया, सारे के सारे पीछे। बच्चों को इतना मतलब कि आप डिस्टेंस भी रखो, प्यार भी करो और सब कुछ करो, so that you know they really respect you. Do not command respect, do not demand respect, you command respect, है ना? You do not demand respect, you command respect, and you will talk to them, you know, very nicely, and you will solve their problems, and thereafter, you know, they really respect you. So they used to respect, and we used to be able to manage, managing say around 2,000 students or 6,000 students. मेरे को एक कॉलेज में वापस लाया गया, क्यों? क्योंकि पिछली प्रिंसिपल को उन लोगों ने भगा दिया था, उन लोगों ने उसको वहां पे सस्पेंड करा दिया था। क्यों? क्योंकि उन्होंने उनकी यूनिफॉर्म के ऊपर कुछ बोला था, उनकी यूनिफॉर्म टीयर ऑफ कर दी थी किसी की, या कुछ ऐसे वैसे कुछ हुआ था। शी वॉज वेरी स्ट्रिक्ट, तो उनको भगा दिया। तो फिर मेरे को वापस उसी इंस्टीट्यूट में, ऑटोनॉमस कॉलेज में दोबारा से लाया गया था। तो क्यों लाया गया था? और उन 6,000 बच्चों ने जिन्होंने उनको भगाया था, वो आज अगर मैं वहां कॉलेज में जाऊं, सारे खड़े हो जाएंगे मेरे पास आकर के। So you should, you know how to maintain the relationships with the students and give them food. Listen to them. I used to, open my doors for them, and one to one, all the students were, given the liberty to enter my room and talk to me very nice, and resolve their problems. तो कभी कुछ नहीं हुआ। तो a large number, 6,000 से तो ज्यादा नंबर नहीं होएगा ना आप लोगों के कॉलेजेस में भी। तो I don't think so कि there should be any problem. And class 80 की क्लास होती है या 100 की क्लास होगी, it's very easy to manage. I don't think so there should be. सिर्फ ये है कि आपके vocal cords ठीक होने चाहिए, so that your voice is audible. जब आपकी voice audible होएगी, the students will listen to you.
Exactly.
जैसे आपने बताया है कि हमारी क्लास में जो लास्ट बेंच पे स्टूडेंट होता है वो भी हमारे से आई कांटेक्ट होना चाहिए। हमें दिख जाता है कि ये हमारी वॉइस को सुन रहा है, नहीं सुन रहा है, समझ रहा है या नहीं समझ रहा है। तो कई बार मेरे साथ ये प्रॉब्लम आती है, जो स्लो लर्नर्स होते हैं, जैसे ये वंस इन अ वीक वाले स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं, वीक में एक बार या 2 बार आते हैं, तो मैं वो एकदम से हाईलाइट हो जाते हैं। तो मेरा क्या है कि मैं चाहती हूँ कि क्लास में जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स हैं वो सब अटेंशन पे करें। तो जब हम उन्हें बार बार हम उन्हें पूछते हैं, उनसे कहते हैं, उन्हें समझाने।
आप ऐसा करो ना, उन्हीं बच्चों के को ना वो क्वेश्चंस दो कि अच्छा आप बहुत अच्छे बच्चे हो, अब आप उठो और ये इसका जवाब दीजिए, जो मैंने अभी बताया ना, इसका पूरा का पूरा इसका जवाब दीजिए। 2-3 बार करोगे ना तो वो बिल्कुल ठीक हो जाएंगे।
हाँ जी मैम। तो कई बार मुझे ये लगता है ऐसा ना हो कि मैं उनके साथ ज्यादा जुड़ने की कोशिश कर रही हूँ, क्योंकि जो मैम स्ट्रॉन्ग स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं वो तो कर ही लेते हैं, वो सीख ही लेते हैं। हमें चाहिए कि हमारे स्लो लर्नर्स आगे आए। तो कई बार जो फिजिकली प्रेजेंस लगाने वाले स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं मैम, तो 1-2 बार मैंने नोट किया है कि वो कई बार इस चीज को लेके इरिटेट हो जाते हैं। वैसे आपका कहना सही है कि धीरे धीरे ठीक हो सकते हैं, तो उसके लिए कुछ मार्गदर्शन दीजिए मैम।
जो बड़े काम आते हैं ना, एक
जी
तो उनको थोड़ी सी पनिशमेंट देनी चाहिए।
मैं वो तो बिल्कुल नहीं आएंगे फिर।
ना नहीं, कॉल देयर पेरेंट्स, कॉल देयर पेरेंट्स
जी जी
एंड उनको, पेरेंट्स को बताइए कि ये बच्चे नहीं आते हैं, कल को जब इनकी शॉर्टेज हो जाएगी, डू नॉट टेल मी एनीथिंग,
जी
ओके, एंड कीप योर प्रिंसिपल इन्फॉर्म्ड अबाउट इट कि
ओके
ये बच्चे नहीं आते हैं, तो इनकी जरा प्रॉब्लम, ये प्रॉब्लमेटिक स्टूडेंट्स हैं, इनके जरा देख लीजिएगा।
जी
आराम से टैकल हो जाते हैं। प्रिंसिपल भी जब उनसे बात करेगी और आप भी बात करेंगे और पेरेंट्स को भी जब पता चलेगा ना, उसके बाद वो ठीक हो जाते हैं। हाँ, 1-2 क्रॉनिक केसेस होते हैं, उनका कुछ नहीं आप कर सकते,
वो बिल्कुल
उनका
एग्जैक्टली।
कुछ नहीं आप कर सकते।
They don't have any solution. Right.
थैंक यू मैम।
बल्कि एक मुझे इससे आई वांट टू से समथिंग
हाँ जी,
कि कभी कभी तो मैम, आई एम मनीषा सिंघल अगेन।
ओके,
कभी कभी तो ऐसा होता है कि पेरेंट्स की काउंसलिंग करनी पड़ जाती है। अभी इनकी बात से मुझे ध्यान आया कि एक मेरे यहाँ लड़की ने एडमिशन लिया बीएससी फर्स्ट ईयर में, एंड शी वाज क्वाइट एक्टिव, फ्रंट सीट पे बैठती है, बहुत आई टू आई कांटेक्ट से पढ़ती है, बट शी इज नॉट एबल टू लर्न साइंस, एंड शी हैज टेकन एडमिशन इन बीएससी एंड शी गॉट फेल्ड। बहुत मेहनत के बाद भी वो फेल हो गई बिकॉज शी वाज नॉट एबल टू लर्न। उसका एक्स्ट्रा टाइम भी लिया, तब भी शी वाज नॉट एबल टू कोप अप विद। एंड देन आफ्टर फर्स्ट ईयर शी वाज द एक्स स्टूडेंट, शी हैज रिपीटेड अगेन, कॉलेज भी डेली आती रही, सेकंड ईयर में वो फिर फेल हो गई। तो दोबारा फेल होने पर, वरना तो इतना डेटा नहीं याद रहता है कि बिल्कुल नाम से ध्यान रहे, तो वो अपनी मम्मी के साथ आई। उसकी मम्मी आई और उन्होंने मेरे साइड वाली चेयर पे आते ही उन्होंने बैठ के बहुत जोर जोर से रोना, शी स्टार्टेड क्राइंग। और बहुत समझ नहीं आया कि भाई किसी की मम्मी आई है और आते ही इतना रो रही है, क्यों रो रही है। वो रोने के कारण बता भी नहीं पाई कि वो क्यों रो रही है। जब वो काफी शांत हुई तब उन्होंने कहा कि मैम मैं क्या करूं, फर्स्ट टाइम ये फेल हुई थी, इनके पापा को रिजल्ट पता लगा तो उनको हार्ट अटैक आ गया, नाउ ये सेकंड टाइम फेल हो गई है, अब मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा है कि इस बार उनका क्या होगा।
अच्छा,
तो दैट वाज अ बिग इशू, क्योंकि मैंने उसको फर्स्ट ईयर में भी कहा था कि आइदर यू डू अ लॉट बिकॉज यू हैव लर्नड नथिंग, मतलब उसने 12th में कुछ भी नहीं सीखा था साइंस में, एंड इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू कोप अप विद दैट गैप, means either you have to pursue a lot. So she was always there physically, always there mentally, but the brain was not able to cope up with that kind of level which is required in the BSc. So in that case I felt a little bit hopeless because I was not having any answer to her mother कि भाई क्या बताऊं कि रिजल्ट कैसे छुपाएं और फादर का क्या होगा. So sometimes this kind of issues are also there.
because she must not be having any interest in the science, and her background must be very very poor, you know, so you should have advised her that you change your subjects.
I have advised her so many times. From the very first year, I advised, and she was very adamant.
I think this must be the parental pressure, and parents are the worst ones, you know, who really create such problems. And these problems we really face, you know. I'll tell you, when I was teaching also, and when I was principal also, we used to have so many students going to Pune University. from Jammu.
Okay.
And Pune University is a very, very tough university. The students, they used to go for engineering and
Okay.
medicine, and they never used to cope up. Okay? And when they never used to cope up, they used to come back, after putting in 3 years also. Now, what is to be done? There was a lot of problem. How are you going to help these students? So then, we used to give them admission by something or the other, doing, because I was the convener of the admission, I used to help these students. What is to be done? Because when they cannot cope up, so they have to be given some other choice.
Help, right? Matlab, you have to divert yourself for some other
You
choice.
have to divert. And I
Yeah.
used to counsel them, yes, the parents also, that you have spoiled their life. 2 years you have spoiled theirs. Now
Right.
you kindly, let them do, the plain BA, or you do it through distance education, or you do it regularly, and thereafter let them do whatever they want to do. Let them go for competitive examination and all. Don't pressurize them, staying in Pune and all that.
Right.
Well, a very good question was mooted. When now in the in the beginning of the session we should do this exercise. We should discern or differentiate the slow learners and the advanced learners, and we should make a kind of a list which will the students who are able to cope up with the new discipline. So in the very beginning, if you take them out, so they can be switched over to the other classes or other discipline.
Right.
Right, ma'am. Right.
हम म्यूट हो गए हैं सीमा मैम अनम्यूट
मैम अनम्यूट कर लीजिए अपने आप को मैम आप म्यूट
So what I said you didn't hear?
We did hear.
Okay, I'll have to reiterate now. Well, I wanted to say that in the beginning of the session, such type of students should be earmarked or shortlisted, and proper counseling should be given to such students so that their whole year is not spoiled, and their parents should be counseled altogether. Second thing is that beginning of the session is very crucial. At that time we should do this kind of exercises, and I would like to do these exercises in the beginning of the session itself. Because number of students, at the mid of the session, they come and they say, "Ma'am, ये subject नहीं चल रहा है हमसे. We are not able to cope up with this subject." So
Change of subject.
at the time, it is very difficult. Very difficult to switch them to other programs, because already their roll number and their entire details are fed into the university website. So this is the problem. So we would like to start this kind of exercise from this session also only, and I would like to say that teachers का थोड़ा सा psychological makeup भी होना चाहिए. एक साइकोलॉजिकल काउंसलिंग भी टीचर्स की भी होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि कई बार होता है ये घर से जब आते हैं तो बड़े फेडअप से होकर ही आते हैं. तो जब फेडअप होकर आते हैं तो फिर क्या स्टूडेंट को देंगे. तो दे शुड डू फिजिकल एक्सरसाइज कंपल्सरीली and some yoga, and then they should come to the college, because from home to home, from first home to second home, so this transition requires a little bit exercise. So what I would like to say that सब teachers को थोड़ा सुबह को exercise जरूर करना चाहिए, physical exercise के लिए, मतलब पढ़ाने की दृष्टि से, और दूसरा उनका psychological counseling भी होना चाहिए, जैसे कि वो भी ऐसा महसूस करें कि वो इतना परेशान ना हो, इरिटेट ना हो. समटाइम्स क्या होता है, टीचर्स गेट वेरी इरिटेटेड बाय द पेस्टरिंग ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स. स्टूडेंट्स कम एंड कीप पेस्टरिंग, मैम नहीं ये वो, so they get irritated and they lose their temper and all. So मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि उस समय वो भी एक बहुत जरूरी एक फेज है. तो अगले सेशन में हम लोग बात करेंगे उनके हैप्पीनेस क्वोशेंट पे, कि हैप्पीनेस भी का रोल प्ले करती है एक क्वालिटी एनहांसमेंट में।
ईटिंग हैबिट्स भी करती हैं। मैंने नोटिस किया है, मैं अपने स्टूडेंट्स को कहा क्लास में तुम 2 बादाम और 1 बनाना खाओ, एंड देयर इज अ बिग थिंग इन देयर।
Okay, okay.
Started.
Even I also say to my girls, you know, most of the girls hail from, you know, backward classes and modern religion. So I always, you know, speak to them and tell them that you have to take up the best, you know, diet, you know, like banana you should take up daily, glass of milk you should take up daily. But I don't know how many of them are following. But you know, all our words do not go waste or do not run down the drains. You know, what you say, what you do with the students, it always speaks up. It always speaks up in a positive way or negative way. So the best way is that the teacher have to be positive and positive and positive. The teachers have to be very sanguine about whatever is the situation. So they are the best psychological counselor also. They should go through the psychological counseling, and they themselves are very good counselors. So what I really feel it is that they should realize their responsibility and act accordingly. So I would like Sweetie Zen to sum up the session. I think there is no more query.
I think when you give them a name mentor, they'll be psychological counselors.
Yes.
Right. Very true.
You are right. But still, you know, in our Indian society, no, this is a very important question that I am going to ask my, you know, faculty members. This is a very important question. You know, sometimes, you know, they stay at home and they have other kind of tensions they carry with them. You know, their children problem, their husband problem, their, you know, mother-in-law's problem, father-in-law's problem. So there are lots of problems they carry along with them. So what I really feel, because one who lives in one kind of environment, the environment carries in him or in him or her. So what I really feel it is very difficult to manage the both fronts, you know, but it's still because mentor name is given to teachers. So I think that they should leave all their worries and tensions and, you know, everything beside when they step into the college. And I think that only then they can spread or diffuse, you know, a kind of a positive vibes around them, or diffuse, you know, a kind of a fragrance around them. What I really feel is, and अब मुझे लगता है कि we should
make your profession as your passion, you know, rather than a responsibility or something.
Not a burden.
It should be passion, your passion. Yes, I want to.
When you are amidst the, you know, young students, so you are young yourself.
Yeah.
You never get
You feel young.
You never age. What I really feel it is, because once I you know, stopped taking classes, you know, I felt a kind of a you know, change in my personality. You know, I was not feeling that well as I used to feel. You know, administration is good, but still going to the class gives you more, you know, healthy circulation of blood, you know, healthy circulation of blood, because you are in touch with the, you know, young students. So what I really feel is that that is very, very important for your personal growth also. So I really miss taking classes. Though I take classes, but still I miss the whole schedule of the classes, you know, like तो वो बहुत अच्छी चीज है. So that refreshes your mind also. So अब मैं I would like to call Sweetie to sum up this session.
Okay, ma'am. बहुत धन्यवाद करना चाहूंगी अपनी टीचर डॉक्टर हेमला मैम जी को, जिन्होंने हमें बहुत ही अच्छी ज्ञानवर्धक बातें बताई. वास्तव में हेमला मैम एक ज्ञान का भंडार है, ज्ञान की सरिता है, जिसमें डुबकी लगाने का आज अवसर हमें प्रदान हुआ है. बस एक मिस हो गया है कि मैम के अचीवमेंट्स को हम नहीं बता पाए हैं. यदि बताते तो शायद पूरा सेशन चला जाता. फिर कभी मैम प्लीज आप हमारे कॉलेज में आइएगा. बहुत अच्छा लगा आपसे बात करके. आपने इतनी अच्छी बातें हमें टीचर स्टूडेंट्स रिलेशनशिप पर बताई. हम आपको विश्वास दिलाते हैं कि हम पूरी कोशिश करेंगे कि अपनी जो हमारी कमियां हैं उन्हें दूर करने का प्रयास करें और स्लो लर्नर्स को आगे लाएं. टीचर उनके पेरेंट्स को कॉल करें. थैंक यू सो मच मैम, थैंक यू सो मच. और मैं धन्यवाद करना चाहूंगी अपनी प्रिंसिपल मैम का एंड हमारी कन्वीनर IQAC की डॉक्टर संतोष मैम, जिनका प्यार हमें समय समय पर मिलता रहता है, पूरा मार्गदर्शन मिलता है। और ऐसी हमारी प्रिंसिपल मैम जो वास्तव में हमेशा पॉजिटिव रहती है मैम, कभी भी इरिटेट नहीं होती है। थैंक यू सो मच मैम। अब मैं आमंत्रित करती हूँ वोट ऑफ थैंक्स के लिए संतोष मैम।
हेलो, हाँ जी, मैं IQAC कन्वीनर डॉक्टर संतोष कुमारी, जितने हमारे अतिथिगण, अपनी प्राचार्य और जितने भी प्रतिभागी हैं, उन सभी को धन्यवाद देती हूँ कि उन्होंने इतने धैर्य से इतने मैडम के जो वैल्यूएबल थॉट्स थे उनको सुना। और मैं सोचती हूँ कि वो आज का ये सेशन हमारे लिए बिल्कुल सार्थक सिद्ध होगा, क्योंकि हमारे लिए मेन जो होता है वो होता है कि हमारे स्टूडेंट्स के साथ हमारे कैसे रिलेशन हो, उसी पर आज चर्चा हुई। तो सभी इनके विचारों से लाभान्वित हुए होंगे, ऐसी मेरी सोच है। और इसी के साथ मैं सभी का, अपनी मैम का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करती हूँ। और अगले सेशन में हम जो हमारा दोबारा जो 5 बजे हमारा आज का लास्ट सेशन हमारा है इस फैकल्टी डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम का, तो उसमें हम फिर दोबारा मिलेंगे, हमारे साथ अतिथि होंगे। मैम सीमा मैम से मैं एक बार पुनः रिक्वेस्ट करती हूँ कि वो आए, मैम का थैंक करे और अगले सेशन के बारे में भी थोड़ा सा बताए, क्योंकि ये हमारा वैलिडेटरी सेशन होगा।
Okay, well, much has been said about it. So once again, I would like to thank Professor Himla Agrawal for delivering such a wonderful address and inspiring all the faculty members to do their level best in the coming years. And we would like to invite Himla ma'am in person, to college, as is the request given by the faculty members.
Sure, why not? Why not?
Yes, and it was a very nice experience talking to you, ma'am. And another sessions, in another session, we will meet at 5 p.m. in the evening. Till then, goodbye. Namaskar.
Bye. Thank you.
Okay, namaskar,
Okay,
ma'am.
bye. Namaskar.
Thanks again, ma'am.
Okay,
Ma'am,
thank
namaste.
you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye. Bye.